Hi guys, so for today's video I am showing you how to get big, huge, bouncy looking hair. Now, just a disclaimer before I start, I do have hair extensions in. I wear Gold Fever hair extensions, but don't let that stop you because I used to do my hair this exact same way before I had extensions in. My Gold Fever extensions have been in almost 6 months, and as you can see from them here, they are still in absolutely amazing condition. I have worn lots of other extensions, and while for the most part they're not that different, one thing that has really stood out to me with Gold Fever is the quality of the hair, and in particular what I've really noticed is, considering these have been in 6 months, the quality of the hair towards the end of the lifespan of the extensions is still as good as it was at the beginning of the extensions, which did not happen with the other brands that I wore. Yes, the bond, let's see if I can find a bond here. The bond has actually grown down. That's the extension, that's a piece of extension, and the bond is down here. But the reason that happens is because the bond actually grows with your natural hair and there is no damage to your hair. I'm getting mine out in 2 weeks and I'm going to have a week break, and then I am getting them right back in again because I love them that much. However, what I will say is if you are planning on getting extensions, be careful who you go to. There are lots and lots of brands out there. Personally, considering I've had quite a few different brands, I think, and I'm not just saying this, Gold Fever are by far the better extension. And for me, the reason being is the quality of the hair and the fact it doesn't damage your hair. Be careful who you go to. Gold Fever are also very picky about who they allow apply their extensions. I personally go to Rachel. She's out in Shush Hair Design in Rush in County Dublin, but she would also recommend, because this girl does her hair, a girl called Tracy, and her down in Listowel in Kerry, and her the name that she goes under is Extensions by Tracy. I will leave the links to both their Facebook pages down below so that you can have a look. Anyway, enough waffling. I am going to show you just how I get my hair styled for a night out or an event, and sometimes if I just want a little bit of glamour during the day. So I hope you enjoy. I would love if you could subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video down below, and yeah, enjoy.
So to begin, I spray some Alpha Par Precious Nature leave-in spray with almond and pistachio, and this is for coloured hair, and what it does is not only is it protecting my hair from the heat, but it is said to help prolong my colour. So next up, you want to take your hairdryer and blast dry your hair. As you can see here, I absolutely hate blow drying my hair, but I use the GHD Air hairdryer as I find it great because what it does do is it cuts the amount of time it takes to blow dry your hair right down, and it gives it a lovely smooth finish. So once the majority of your hair is dry, you want to brush through it to get all the knots out before you apply your sleep-in rollers. One tool that I think is an absolute necessity when looking for big hair is the GHD backcombing brush. I love this brush because it's got great bristles on it for backcombing and smoothing the hair. When applying the rollers, I always start at the back part of the head, and I literally work my way from one side of the head to the other. I apply the rollers then in layers the whole way around the head, working right down to the bottom. When applying the rollers, I apply the hair over the roller and I pull it right up so that you can roll the roller right into the root. This will give you more volume. Even though these are Velcro rollers, I secure each roller with a bobby pin because I find with the weight of the hair, the roller gets pulled down, and you really want the roller to stay right at the root because this is where you want the volume to be focused. Yes, the rollers will give you a slight Kate Middleton-esque curl, but we're looking for volume rather than curl from these rollers. When it comes to applying rollers to the back of the hair, it is a little bit harder to be more specific here, but I tend to apply the rollers in rows and literally work over and back right until I get to the end of the hair. So once you've all your rollers in and you're looking like an absolute beaut, you want to take your hairdryer and you're going to blast dry the rollers again for another 5 or 10 minutes. Focusing on each individual roller. Basically what this is doing is it's going to set the hair even further. Once you've done this, leave your hair for about an hour or so. The longer you leave it, the better. So using your GHD brush and your wand, we're about to get some volume and curls in. As I take each roller out, I brush it out and then I back comb it to get volume right at the very root. You want to do this the whole way around the head. So at the bottom of the hair, I'm only giving slight volume, but basically the more I move up the hair, the more I want to give volume, and when I get to the very top of the hair, I am going to back that hair to death. You want your hair looking really, really big here. So when you get to the rollers right at the very top, this is where you want to get the most volume here. So as you take each roller out, back comb it, pull the hair forward and back comb it as much as you can. You want to get really, really, really big hair here, because guess what? It will fall. If you find you're resembling something that's been dragged through a bush backwards here, well then you're on the right path. We want massive, massive hair. So once you have all the rollers out and you're looking absolutely divine, you want to start smoothing the top of the hair over the back combed hair and adding a little bit more volume if needed. So now on to the actual curling part. As you can see here, I have done a little bit already because my lovely camera decided it wanted to stop recording. But basically what I have done is I sectioned off the hair, I just pulled the crown part up onto the top and I started to curl. When I am curling, I am taking kind of maybe about a 2-inch long section or wide section, and I am wrapping it flat around the barrel of the wand. I then place the wand downwards. I keep the wand and the direction of the hair the same the whole way around the hair, as I find that this gives a much bouncier curl. As I move around the hair, I take the hair in sections. I am not particularly fussy about where I section it off, as I find if you're not too precise, it gives a much nicer kind of look to the hair. I hold the hair on the wand probably for about 20 seconds, well 10 to 20 seconds, and I count them in my head, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, and I find that this helps. Each time I take the hair off of the wand, I tend to wrap it around my finger. I don't do it for every single hair, but I find that when you do this, it helps the hair to set and it gives the curls a better longevity. So once you have the bottom part of the hair curled, take the top part down and start curling. I tend to curl in the opposite direction than I curled the bottom part of the hair, as I just think it gives the hair that little bit more movement. Again, you're just working your way around the head until you've all the hair curled. I do tend to take a few sections from the top part and give them a little bit extra bit of a curl, and take random bits and recurl them, because I want the hair to look really, really, really full. So when you have all the hair curled, shake it out, and then taking your back combing brush, you're going to add a little bit more volume to the front of the hair. Yes, I know, more volume, but trust me, if you want your hair to be big all day or all night, this is what you need to do. I then take the L'Oreal texture spray, which I absolutely love for giving volume, and I spray it in at the roots around the hair and I rub it in. This makes your hair even bigger. And there you have it, the finished look. You can add hairspray if you want at this point. I didn't here because I knew I wasn't going to be going out, but I would sometimes turn the hair upside down and add a bit of spray to make it last longer. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.